This leader is provided to permit the projectionist to complete adjustment of focus and sound level before the film begins.
Happy Father's Day out there, baby. What's going on? Good morning to you out there. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Gonna roll right into something cool here. I hope that everybody's here. We'll find out. All right. Let's first see if the boys are still here. You guys still in here?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Binky, you here? All right. Give me just a second here. I want to make sure that I've got everybody in here. And let me see what's going on. So this is a premiere for us. If you're just joining us, let's see who's here. This is our first episode of the Sunday Stock Show, hosted by Binky. Some of you probably know Binky. And Winky and I are here to help support Binky on his first show. Now, we are having some technical issues in the background. That is God. That's my dad up there, and that's my other dad down there. I'm the creamy filling today.
Whoa.
I guess that's pretty bad what I just said, right?
Cap's the creamy filling, everyone.
So, just to get started, let me do one quick thing here in the background. Let people pile in here and start bouncing in. And let me see if I can see something here. Sent. And for some reason I'm missing there we go. Okay. So let people pile in here. It is a Sunday. Today is the premiere of the Sunday Stock Show. I'm hoping that it's just a small group today. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. We're already filling up, so I'm pretty impressed already for where we are this morning. I'm going to review with you all out there. Well, I'm going to go over a few things. First, I want to introduce Binky. So, Binky, say hello. Binky, can I interrupt you for a moment? Do you guys can't hear Binky speaking right now? I'm seeing no sound. It seems like some people can hear Binky and some can't.
Yeah, I mean, I can hear him, but can they hear me? Winky face, winky face, winky face.
Can you guys hear Captain? You guys can't hear Winky.
Oh, they can hear me, but not you?
You hear Winky, but not Binky.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Maybe in the in Streamlabs you have to like unmute him to the stream. I'm not really sure.
No,
if
I've
that's...
got him. Say something again, Binky. Yeah, from my end it says we've got your audio, no problems. So. No Binky, but they can hear Winky, right?
Yeah, they can hear me, they're saying. I don't... That's really weird.
Hold on 1 second here. Oh, wait a minute. I might wait. Let's. So just Binky. You probably don't have to go through all that again right now. There's probably no. You don't have to go through all that a second time. Monitor.
See.
All right, let's see. Yeah. So can you hear it? Binky, do a test. Say hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. This is Binky. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you now.
Woo, woo, woo.
Good job, Cap.
They got Binky's. Okay, Binky, they can hear you now. Just want to say hello. It's Binky. I'm here. I'm your new host on the weekends.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here to be the new host, and Cap and Winky and I are going to tag team this thing. And our intent is not to consume everybody's time, and we don't want this to be a long stream, but we want it to be effective for the community. So we're going to be tracking tickers. We've got a list of more than 10 tickers to start with. The core of this list provides two things. One is it provides market awareness, because these are all major tickers, and most of the mods are the principal requesters for these. And so that'll give us a flavor, and we'll add some commentary on these tickers when it's appropriate, so that everybody stays in sync on the market view based on these 10 tickers. And then that market overview set of tickers, we're going to be adding to requests from the chat room for another 10 tickers. And we're going to make that an optional thing, that if you have a super chat request, we're going to limit it to 10 tickers, so that we don't spend all day going through every ticker in the S&P 500.
Yeah, so I think just to interject here. So just if you're tuning in right now, happy Father's Day. Welcome to the show. We're going to discuss the format of the show right now, okay? So each day or each Sunday, we're going to come in here. We're going to give you a brief overview of the market. So we're going to do an economic calendar, any kind of dates that are upcoming for that week, just for market awareness. We're going to do a market overview. That's your major indexes, your Fangman Plus T, the ape stocks, that kind of stuff. Then we're going to go over the stock market show portfolio. And then the last thing would be super chat stock ticker symbol requests. So you've got your 5 main things, okay, or 4 main things. The chat will be open for you guys to discuss amongst yourselves whatever you want to discuss. And then at the end of the program, we're going to chart you as many tickers as we can get through super chat. We're going to try to do at least 10 for you every Sunday. If we have more time, we'll do more tickers for you. So please read the bottom right-hand side of your screen down here. You'll see something that discusses how to request a ticker to be charted for you. Winky is going to be here trying to help moderate, and I will be here to try to help facilitate so that Binky can grow into this role. Please bear with him as we do this. We're going to get started right away. Now, there is one issue here. Our technology, I'm kind of going to be going through these tickers for you today for Binky, only due to the fact that I don't have this in front of him right now. That's my fault. Do you guys anyone want to add anything else?
Yeah, I think before you jump in those tickers, you mentioned the economic calendar, and our view of that is going to be a couple of regular sources for that info. And since it's a short week, that economic calendar update should be pretty brief.
Okay, you guys all out there ready? Let me see what they're saying over here.
Looks
Okay.
like they're ready.
Sweet. Okay, so this is our test stream, and I'm not gonna be here doing this with you guys out there in YouTube and Twitch land. Binky will be doing this week in, week out using Trade the Trigger. So we're gonna start with the economic calendar for this upcoming week. This is June 18th. We just got through OPEX week. We're heading into I believe Vixpiration, right? We got Vixpiration coming up. What date? Anybody know that date? Do either of you two guys know what day that is?
I believe it's actually Tuesday.
Yeah, it's the 21st, right? It's Wednesday.
Wednesday,
so
there you go.
Vixpiration on Wednesday. So just keep that in mind. On Vixpiration, we do tend to get some volatility. We also know that the options market this week is slightly unpinned. There's a window of weakness between the 20th and the 23rd. We also have, if you follow my cursor up here, a JPM collar pin right here at 43.20. So keep that in mind as this week is upcoming. We also have end of month flows, and then heading into the economic calendar for this week. Let's see what we got here. We have markets closed on June 19th. I thought we had Globex open on Monday, but it looks like we don't. Maybe there's just some Globex markets that might be open. We have the Home Builders Conference Index comes out at 10 a.m. on the 19th. On the 20th, we have at 8:30 we have housing starts. At 11:45, we've got New York Fed Pres John Williams. On Wednesday, we've got Fed Chair Powell testifying to the House panel. At 10 a.m., we also have the Senate nomination hearings for Fed Governors Jefferson and Cook and nominee Kugler. So I do want you guys to realize that some of our biggest vol can sometimes come on any time that Jerome Powell or any Fed chair speaks before any kind of committee. You know that we get political grandstanding, all that kind of stuff inside of those events. So keep that one on your calendar. You figure, the 20th, 23rd. We've got not a lot of puts in the market. You've got Fed Chair Powell speaking on Wednesday, and you're going to get sellers out there claiming that they knew all along this was the week, right? So there's some implication here that there's a window of weakness coming up. We're going to talk about vol skew today and all that other stuff. We'll talk about that on Tuesday, but just Wednesday and the 21st. Thursday, we've got more vol. We've got initial jobless claims, U.S. current account. Those are both at 8:30. Then at 10 a.m., we've got existing home sales. Fed Chair Powell testifies once again on Thursday at 10 a.m. You'll think it's over, and then you'll get that Fed Chair Powell whammy again on Thursday at 10 a.m. We also have U.S. leading indicators at 10 a.m. And then on Friday, we have the PMI numbers. Those are going to be big right at 8:30 in the morning. I don't see anything for the week after. We've got normal vol events for the week after, but PCE, personal income claims, that kind of stuff. But for this week right here, probably the biggest event for this week is going to be Fed Chair Powell testifying. So that's your economic calendar. We are then going to review the market. I'm going to be really quick with you going through this stuff. So if you want to, you don't have to pause this if you don't want to. Normally I'm going to draw boxes, but for today to get through for time constraints, I'm just going to snap some lines for you. If you're not familiar with Trade the Trigger, we use velocity-based signals for when to buy the market. Before we go any further, I want to go over SPX specifically because this is applying right now across the market. I want you to draw your attention to something here. So you probably are on social media, you're in the news, and you're hearing people say things like, we've got all this vol coming, or this is the time. And this is a great example. These past few months has been a great example where nothing that's been said, no reason that's been given, has the market come down, right? It has not had any significant decline in the past few months. Every reason that's been given to this point has not led to any significant down. Keep that in mind because when people are giving you reasons in the videos that they make, when people post on social media and give you reasons for why the market should go down, you can see right here that none of those reasons have been the reason or have proven for the market to go down. So this is why you'll hear people out there talk about being a price action trader, that no matter what kind of forecast you're given, that you must always respect price. It's a very key point here, especially for where we are. I'm sure that there are people out there on social media giving you reasons why the market should go down this week. So what we're going to do in this show is give you levels on Sundays. I'm going to be really fast with this, but I want you to keep that key point for yourself. No matter how bullish you are, no matter how bearish you are, the importance of levels and trading from level to level. And if you had done that these past few months, you would be doing quite well at this point, right? And that even leads into this week. So when I'm going to snap levels for you. You can come back in this program and note them. But I do want to be clear with you. At any point, if we are to do a check on a level that is successful, I would heed that price. An example here would be if you see SPX come down into this 43.90 and it bounces twice and is successful going higher here, you have to respect that, right? You don't actually have to enter the trade until right about here, but you have to respect that, is my point. If we become range bound in here, you have to respect it, right? You can't just be like, hey, I think it's going down. That doesn't work, right? You need to break below a level. You need to reject and begin to make your way down to the collar. Does that make sense? So you can have any kind of bias you want out there. I don't mind giving you a bias, but the truth is that we've had every reason given since October why the market should go down, and none of it has proved itself. And we've spent weeks and months creating all kinds of shit that means nothing to the price of coffee in Denmark, right? We know that the market has continued higher, so I want you to respect these levels when you're trading this week. If you're looking for down in the SPX right now, you know that you're looking for a price target down below 43.95.56. Your next level down for you is 43.20.60, and then 4260. I'm going to say one thing to you. I'm going to highlight something for you here, and that is 41.20. Maybe possibly after the end of month, okay? So market conditions, the SPX is going to dictate a lot of these tickers that I showed to you, and I want to highlight something specific for you, okay? Especially on SPX on this. And we're going to go back to if we're in some kind of a bull run. This is going to set up every other ticker out there for you, okay? If we're in any kind of a bull run, historically, bull market, bull run, I don't care. We typically come back and retest a daily trigger at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So you should see some kind of a test of this. Every 3 months or so, you may see a retest of the orange line, okay? Sometimes even longer, 6 months, 9 months. So for you, if you're a bull, well, first of all, if you're a seller, unless we make some structural changes to the S&P 500, you are not looking for major blood. You are tempering your expectations to the downside. If you are a buyer, you are going to anticipate. We haven't been back to this yellow line since, what is this? Make sure I get this right here. We haven't been back to this yellow line since May 24th. And surprise, surprise, what are we coming into? June 24th, right? We're coming into that one time of the month where we may come back and revisit this. If you're a long-time market participant, you know that once a month you normally get a downside move where you can sell this market. It's not always, but it's typically right around that third week of the month. And so there are going to be some sellers in here that are long-time market participants that aren't going to tell you on FinTwit, but they're going to expect they're not going to tell you we're in a bull run. They're going to say crash, crash, crash. And in the background, they're going to say, well, fuck it. If we're in a bull run, then I know that every month I can expect some kind of down move to the daily trigger. SPX, daily trigger move, 4249. JPM collar for end of month closing, 43.20. If we get a major down move, 4113.59. We have like a small capitulation move down there, something like that. That's SPX for you. Next one we're going to do is NDX. Same kind of an idea as SPX, right? We've got NDX hourly trigger. Anything above 15027.59, trade it to the upside. I'm looking for a pullback right now in SPX to 1479.49. Moving on to IWM. IWM is looking extremely bullish right now, believe it or not. Shocking, right? IWM probably looking the most bullish for a rotation trade. Second rotation trade would be Dow Jones Industrial Average. So IWM, we're coming into the monthly resistance here. You can see down below that we're a little long in the tooth in the daily velocity. I'm hoping for some kind of a pullback here on 186.51 and try to come back down here and tag 180.24. Not much coming down on this IWM. And I do want you to know, so I'm kind of looking for some kind of thing like this to the upside. But I do want you to be aware, if at any point we break above 187.52, it's just a matter of days until this daily trigger comes up and makes an explosive move higher. Price targets to the upside include 194 and 198. The Valhalla up there at 200. So I'm going to give you a couple spots down here. Bam, 179.72. And then anything above 187.22 on IWM. Dow Jones Industrial Average. This thing is just getting ready to go. I would love to still see a pullback on it. DGIA. Look for a pullback to 33,367.01. And I don't think you actually get there. I think you're looking for 33,671.68. We know that right now there are sellers above 34,580.15. As long as price stays above 34,256.88, the trade is still, believe it or not, to the upside. If we start trading in here and then roll down here and try to slam into this over here, maybe it's 34,000 for DGIA, but it would never shock me to trade like this sideways and then start to make a move higher if it takes too long. The more time we spend trading sideways on DJI, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the more chance that we continue higher. Next targets above on DGIA are, wow, really nice and high. 35,226.81. VIX, baby, VIX. Everybody wants to know about the VIX. We've got some vol skew coming down the road. We have a previous low down here of 1352. This 1334 we've been talking about down here, there is some consolidation. We also have the bottom of the chart on the daily velocity. So VIX, I am looking for some kind of a consolidation, but ultimately a down move on it. Repricing of the VIX to $10, believe it or not. You can see the daily triggers, the weekly triggers, the monthly trigger all coming down in VIX. A repricing of a VIX event likely down to $10. I wouldn't even be shocked to see it at 7, even with a correction. Pay attention to VIX this week at 1334 and see if it holds. Next one, Dixie, baby. Dixie. What is Dixie doing here? Some key points here for Dixie this week. Some key levels for you to pay attention to is going to be right here. 102.9882. And ultimately a move down to whatever that bounce is we get this week. You're going to be looking for, say we get a move just up like this, right? Consolidate, and then a further move down, and we're going to try to test 101.316 heading into July. So some targets to the upside on Dixie are going to include 102.982 and also 103.552 on Dixie. And I think we do this same kind of a thing right here, right? Some kind of a thing just like this. Get this up move and then continuation to the downside, believe it or not. right in there. If you're getting super bearish and you want to see that SPX go down to 412, something like that, you're going to be looking for Dixie to break above 103.552 and begin to make its way higher and start to test some of these higher levels. Excuse me, my voice is destroyed right now. Next one, HYG. HYG. This looks a lot more bullish than it would seem, right? Maybe we retest the lows if we have that moment of weakness. Try to tag 73.52. We have known support down here, right? We have known support down there. We have known support right down there. 72.63, 73.52. Demand down here, right? Any kind of a weak leak, or excuse me, weak. I'm going to have an expectation though that we get bought. So HYG telling a different story than what bears are telling, right? It's telling you that we're going to make an attempt to the upside. Keep your eyes focused on 74.56 in case you get caught in a trap. We are looking to start to clean out. Let's look at some targets. Ready? 77.10 and 78.76. And we'll also make a note to you that even though we might roll over on velocity briefly here, you're talking about a move something similar to this, right? Kind of roll down, tag this right here, right? That's that 73.52, and then boom, we start to make our way to the upside for another run in July. So target to the upside, ultimately 78.63 on HYG, and we even have larger targets from, believe it or not, dude, we've got some targets up here. We've got $82, we've got 85, 84. We've got a ton of stuff to go back and clear out on HYG. TLT. I have not looked at this one in a while. I know you guys like TLT, right? You guys love TLT. So right down here, we've got demand. Still buying $100, $100 on TLT. TLT looking bullish. Seasonality right now for bonds. Coiling right now. Still a buyer. Anytime it comes down at $100, you buy it, right? One key point here on TLT is we're coming into seasonality, and you can see that price is beginning to hold above. It's beginning to hold above the daily trigger and looking for an upside move. I like seeing this velocity to the down. See this max bearishness and velocity on TLT. This is consolidation. We had this first move higher over here, so we have a new price target above on TLT, trying to target 104.50, 104 in general on the weekly trigger. A note here, when we get up to, normally when we get up to this weekly trigger, it becomes very volatile. Normally it's 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts to get up there. So the idea here would be to have a nice explosive move to the upside, right? Tag that 104, 105, bounce around a little bit, maybe even look for the daily trigger to catch back up on 102. So you're now trading to 104.46, looking for 1, 2, 3 moves, and we're going to start making some moves on TLT. We're looking for 108.19. See if we can find anything else above here. Oh, baby, Valhalla heading into fall, 119.82. So two big places here for you. Is this one mark here, 104.46 and 102.60. Expect an attempt on it. Bam, bam. And then the daily trigger to come swooping up right here. The hourly trigger to come underneath. And you're going to get your first target right here at 108. And then above that, we're moving, right? Just like that as time passes on TLT. I'm excited about bond season here. Next one, Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Everybody said Bitcoin crash, Bitcoin crash, Bitcoin crash. I'm warning you of two things on Bitcoin here. This weekly, this orange line right here on Bitcoin, right, is it's a magnet. Whether we trade above it, whether we trade below it, it's a magnet. Right? And wherever this orange line is trending, if this orange line was coming down right now, this thing was going bam, bam, bam like this, I'd be like, yeah, you know, we're kind of bearish on Bitcoin. But I am not. This weekly is rising right now. We have 1, 2, 3 successful tests. And I got to tell you something. Looking at this Bitcoin right now, where we are, I'm not seeing the bearishness in the market that everybody else is. It's coiling right now on the daily trigger. In the monthly, this blue line is in no way stronger than this weekly. You see price is right now is coiling on the daily trigger. You see the flattening right now of the daily trigger. You see like a shark from the deep weekly trend coming up on Bitcoin. I had made a post on FinTwit a week or two ago, and I'd said to people, be careful down here with Bitcoin because there is likely a giant move coming on Bitcoin. And sure enough, they're capturing all these sellers. 1, 2, 3. Do I think crypto is a scam? I'll be honest with you guys out there. But it doesn't matter what I think, does it? If this stuff starts to explode to the upside, a way to keep an eye on 3 levels. 25,503. This is blowing my mind because I know everybody's bearish out there and they don't want to hear me saying this shit. 26,535. And truly a move above 27,806. So let me delete all the stuff on here, but delete 3 drawings for bulls. For bulls, you're trying to trade right now. 26,600, slam up right here into this 27,800, and watch this daily trigger come right up, this hourly trigger come right up, and this kind of a thing happen here, and you're gonna see a massive move to the upside. If you're, I can't believe this shit, like the shit I was reading on FinTwit. If you're a seller, a bear of this market, any of that shit, you're looking for a break below 25,514 in a rejection. Like, that's not a break and a rejection. That's a break, but that's not a rejection. Right here, you can see it. You are literally looking for like some kind of like really nasty J-POW, like a break, a rejection, and begin to head lower to even consider selling Bitcoin right now. Be warned out there. Be warned out there in Bitcoin.
Yeah, a lot of bears out there. That is crazy, Cap. That's great.
It's gold, baby. We're gonna do gold. This is gold. This is GLD. I don't know if this is GLD. That's gold to US dollar. One thing to be aware of here with gold is it can take time to consolidate. I am not bearish on gold, but it can take time to consolidate. As long as gold stays above 1926.42, and you see gold rising right here, right? And it's fighting to get above its daily trigger. 2 key points for you to remember. 1921.76 and then 1963.55. Do you see this big yellow velocity down here? This is like bullish. This isn't bearish. This is like gold is just ready to rocket to the upside, okay? So now I don't know if this happens. The one shitty thing about gold is it can like just do this until fall or winter, and then it eventually makes its way higher. But I am ultimately bullish on gold. You are looking to close out some targets to the upside. You're looking to take out 2006.18. You are looking, of course, to take these previous highs out to the upside here. You could take some time here between now and end of year, seek a move up here, right? The hourly comes up. Then we start tagging higher into the fall and try to get back up there and retest that 2075, 29. Not bearish on gold either here. Next one. Matter of fact, it's been a nice consolidation phase. Dude, I'm going to tell you guys something out here. We're going to look at copper really quick. I saw some guy talking this weekend that copper is looking like it's going to get sold the fuck to the depths of hell. And I'm just like, I'm not seeing it. Like, I got to tell you guys something. This is we either have a bull run coming, a bull market coming, or we either have a bull market. Sorry, let me just get rid of that one. We either have a bull market coming or a war coming. I have to do some more research here.
Hey, Cap.
What's that?
The question on copper is there going to be a recovery? And the momentum that you're showing there actually suggests there is going to be a momentum.
I'm going to warn you guys out there that are watching right now. No, I have to go back and do a ton of research. I only saw this yesterday. And I didn't realize we were in China doing all this talk, but I'm telling you guys something out there. I got to research historically. there's like these two choices. We're either going into a bull run, bull market that's sustainable for a period of time, or we're being set up in the background for some kind of major conflict. Whenever I've seen copper go explosive like this, it can, if we're either going to get an up market or we're going into a war type situation. So more on that later. Don't be panicked, but maybe there is someone that knows something we don't know. This is not structural, fundamental business cycle. Well, I'll discuss this in the future next week with you guys, but just be careful about something here, okay? This structure right here is to the upside. Any kind of downside moves, I'm looking for a major dip buy down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You get a little bit of a downside move here. Maybe that's the 23rd of June, and you start to get this momentum push higher into July. Like you get that push up first second week of July. The daily trigger's now right here. The hourly's down here, so you get like maybe like a dip buy on the 23rd, 24th, end of month, and then you get an explosive move higher in July in here. So be wary here. I gotta say something to you. If you think we're heading lower, we're gonna start crashing this market. One of the big numbers for you here in Dr. Copper is probably going to be roughly $3.81. So we're gonna monitor this one over the coming weeks here and see if bears are gonna tell you that they're looking for this here. They're looking for the break below the rejection, and to catch you to the downside over here. So I'm sure that bears will be paying attention to Dr. Copper. But ostensibly, from where I'm sitting here, it's not looking like sellish. If this yellow over here was way up high, I might say, yeah, I agree with you. But for right now, I would be very cautious of copper going down. Tesla, baby. Tesla. So we're going to talk Tesla real quick. And shocker, right? We get up here. We do this nice break above right here. Come up and we test 264.16. Since then, we've been kind of just messing around in here, right? Consolidating. You know how this goes, right? We come up here. We break below. We find some strength to the upside on Tesla. I do think that we're a little bit stronger than we anticipate here. We may not get back down to this 220, 210. 247, though, is something that I'm interested in here. Possibly we can get down to 222.59. We're going to raise this one up right here. Personally, for me on Tesla, the trend is still alive. I'm going to give you some key numbers here, okay? Trend is over below 190. A rejection of 197.16 means trend is over for Tesla. I'm personally looking for a dip buy next week around 225, 230 on a capitulation dip. If at any point we stay above the hourly trigger, that's 258.60, and we stay above 264.16. If we can stay above there, confirm the move higher. This is what people are getting caught in, right? I'm going to show you this right now. If price on Monday or Tuesday stays above the hourly trigger and we confirm a move higher here, if we stay above 264, 265, and you see this happen here, price target above 300, 296 to be exact on Tesla. Personally, though, I got to tell you guys something, man. I want to tell you guys something out there. I always like buying Tesla on stuff like this. I'm going to show you what I like buying Tesla on. Show you right here. I always like this stuff with Tesla. I always like, you come up here, you smash into something, and you get that one consolidation and then that rip higher. See this right here? All this structure. Tesla tends to trade in its daily velocity, and let's just look at it. You see this? Everything's saying up, but it's really high right now in its daily velo. I'd really like to see its velo come down, consolidate, and then make this rip higher down the road. So even though there's two key points here for Tesla. If you get above and hold 265, fuck yeah, we'll take it right to 300. If it doesn't, I'm going to expect some kind of the same nonsense, right? Push, push, push. One quick move down, and then I'm going to probably send some of you guys a text, and it's going to be something like this, and I'm going to be like, okay, we're now going up to 300. So don't get trapped in this down here, this consolidation on Tesla. Next one, Apple. Trading below its Apple's trading below its hourly trigger. Hopefully Apple can cool off into next week. If you can get above 185.14, trend is still to the upside. Personally, I want to buy Tesla 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right in there. I want to buy Tesla 180 next week. I want to pull back on Tesla. I'd love to see some kind of rejection down here, cool it off into end of month, and then try to get a dip buy. I do want you to be aware that after end of month, if we get any more weakness, I will be looking to buy 170. I'll be looking to buy 170 in July if we can get down there. The weekly will be up there at that point. If we can get some kind of rejection in here into first of the month, and then maybe tag down here to the upside. I do want you to be aware on Apple and all of these tickers that these are highly improbable into beginning of July. Most people will be looking to buy this yellow line for next month's run, and that is somewhere around 180 flat on Apple. Next one, NVIDIA. If at any point price trades above 427.62 and confirms, we will make continuation to the upside. 427.62. Personally, I'm trying to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right about there. About 390 is what I'm trying to enter there. 390. Expect a dip buy into next week on NVDA. The really nice pullback would be 1, 2, right around 300. Yeah, right around 300. I don't know if they get that, though. That's a big one. I doubt that you get that. Let me see here. So I'm getting some text in the background. Big one right here, right? You see this one here? I bet you all the sellers are wanting to get on NVDA. I don't see it. I'll be honest with you. 390 is my price target. If you can even get a dip buy on it, 390. Look for a dip buy down here. It is possible that they don't necessarily join in, like we do some kind of like consolidation trade while other parts of tech are moving up. Maybe this is a tradable zone in here between 390 and 427. Trading 427 right now. I don't think you get down there and get that 390. It's possible. Anything's possible. But be wary down here. 390. I would love that dip buy. If at any point NVIDIA just comes down a little bit and then gets right back above on that hourly trigger in here, I have no problem taking it long again above 428. If you want some upper price targets, we can look at those if you like. Like what would be a price target on NVDA? Hello, ladies. I'm going to have to measure this one for you. I'll measure that one for you on Tuesday. But dude, right now, man, just look at that. It's gorgeous. Yeah, 390. Buy the dip on NVDA, 390. Amazon. What do we got going on here in Amazon? Here, let's delete all this. I don't know what all that is. Amazon. I'm looking for some consolidation on Amazon. I don't like Amazon here. I want to see it come back down and find some consolidation. So Amazon right now, you'll need to get above 128.63 for a move higher. I'd really like to see some kind of a, you know how Amazon is, right? It trades sideways. This is like an old man ticker. I'd like to see it. I'd like to buy 119.89. I'd really like to buy 110. I'll raise this up here, but you know, there's like some kind of a bullshit move down here at some point. Then you're going to be in here trading Amazon usually. Something like this. Break above 128.63, and we can start to look above for the next price target. But outside of that, I'm going to expect some consolidation in Amazon. I want to be buying 119.89. And I'd really like to buy, I said 108, but I'd probably like to buy 110-ish. Right in that 110 down there. Trade the zones on this ticker. Absolutely think you trade the zone in here. Up, down, until we get to a new level. Look for a dip buy at 120. Look for a dip buy at 110 on Amazon. Meta, baby. Everybody wants to know about Meta, right? Just grinding higher. Let's delete all that stuff out. Now we've done that beautiful move on Meta. Look for a dip buy on Meta. Dude, when I see stuff like this here, man, this is like telling me that we're going much higher, regardless of what some fund says. I was reading a story yesterday. Some guy was like, Raytheon, not Raytheon, but Rayon or something like that. It was like, this is outrageous. And I was like, you can be outrageous as you want it to be. Until we start doing some structural declines. Until we start doing some stuff like this, like reject 260, 250, reject 210, get underneath 200, you can't even begin to start to talk about like this big rejection down here at $200. Unless you see something like that, pray and hope for a dip buy at 220. 254 if we get any weakness this week. 250 possibly for a dip buy on Meta. If we begin to trade at any point above 288, you know that it's on. It's game on to the upside. And your hourly trigger right now is right in here at 281.13. I'd really like to see some kind of a consolidation trade in here. If you want to trade a zone right now on Meta, look for a huge dip buy at like 255. But just trade this zone right here, this consolidation zone. Maybe we break below, get back up. Gives the hourly a chance to come down like this. Your daily comes up from underneath. Look for a dip buy at 268, 270 on Meta. Somewhere in there. Yeah, right in there. All right.
Good job there, Cap.
Netflix. Netflix. Sell, right? Sell Netflix at $447.83. We know they've got new subscribers. I am looking still, though, for a dip buy on it at $393.69. We also have some negative velocity up in here. If you're a seller on it, continue to sell 438. Maybe if you're a seller, you can get this downside move here. It's confirmation down here and right down here and close this gap. I'm going to change my expectation here and put it somewhere up here. Right in here. Maybe close this gap right here. Looking for a dip buy. Looking for some kind of rejection up here at 438. A dip buy down at 410.57, 402.88. And then for just something like this down here. And then for a consolidation trade with the hourly. And watch this stuff come down over here. And let the daily do some kind of break. And then let it catch back up for another move to the upside on Netflix. Now, I do want to say something on Netflix. If price recovers 438.53 at any point or breaks above 447.83, we are going to get extremely bullish once again on Netflix. Next one, Alphabet. Dude, Fangman, baby. Fangman. Consolidation to the upside. A little over bought on it right now. I'd like to see it come back down to 121. Let's do 120 down here. Just go 120 flat. We have sellers above on a high ticker. We also have more sellers stepping in right here. Have a high, a new low. I think that this daily here is weak. So I'm going to be looking for a better dip buy down below. Somewhere around, capture this right here. Right down in here. I hope I don't miss this one. I'd really like to see Goog come down here, break below, and start to get trapped and buy 112, 110 somewhere in there. If you want to take a Google long again, and you're like, no, I'm really bullish on Google Cap, you're wrong. That's fine. We can do that. If at any point Google trades above 121 or 124.71, you will see, if you see price get above and it becomes irrational again, and you start to see this daily trend come up right here, and they don't care, right? 124.71 will attack 126.80 and go back to recheck 129.66 on Goog. Not anti this trade either. I'm not anti this trade. This is irrational longer than you can stay solvent trade. So Google, pay attention to that 120. I said 124. Let's call it 125 flat. You start getting back up there in 125, and we're going to go back up, and we're going to try to close out that right there, 127.41, and try to go back up and trade 130 and get above that 130 for continuation higher. Next one, Microsoft. Same deal, dude. Microsoft, same deal, right? You got the high right there. At the high on 351.56, you've got hourly trigger right here. If at any point we trade above 345.60, we are going to go back up and try to attack 351.56 and make new highs. Personally, what do I want to buy? I want to buy the daily, always. I want to buy 327 and 325 on Microsoft for continuation to the upside. You just look at this gorgeousness here. Microsoft, man. Bam, bam, bam. Give me a little bit of love down here. I said 325. Let's call it 330 on. We'll put that right up there, 330. And we're going to call that, dude, this isn't even that long from now. Jesus, 23rd. 23rd, I'm looking for 330. If there's some kind of bloodbath you guys are looking for out there, look for a target down below of 300 on Microsoft. These sellers up here, man, I don't think these guys have the will that you think they do. I'll put that over there like that, something like that right there for you. On MSFT. Next one. GME, baby. GME. Trade is dead on the long side for GME. If you're looking to buy GME this week, you're probably looking for a bounce on 23.58. I'm going to expect, believe it or not, right here, I'm going to show you something here. Pay attention out there, all you apes. Just pay attention out there if you're an ape to what I'm drawing for you here, okay? I know the apes are like, they're banging out there. They're like, do it, do it, do it. We're going to do this. I do see some downside coming your way. I'm going to draw it out for you here. You don't have a trade. I know that. I'm looking for 22.20 here. Some kind of consolidation trade. But I do see your explosive move to the upside. So keep your eye on two places. Keep an eye on $25. Any break above 25 and it holds. If you have anything like this, if you have any kind of like price action up here and it starts to consolidate above $25, we're going to start slamming higher. First target 28.12. But I really want to buy down here. I want to buy this like $22.50, $22. Maybe like one quick capitulation move down to $20. And then you get your actual move higher. I'm very bullish here on GME. Trade is dead on GME. At any point, if price breaks below 22.50 and rejects. So you have like a capitulation move down here and you start to see this nonsense. You start to see that break and this break of $20.46. Look out below on GME. But keep your eyes on this ticker this week. GME, I am bullish. AMC, different story, right? All signs are pointing down on GME. The one thing that I don't like is on a normal chart, AMC looks really bearish here. Your daily.
Hey, Cap.
Good.
You said AMC. I think you're talking about GME. You're being bearish on here.
No, I just did GME. This is the AMC
Okay.
chart.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I just want to make sure I was tracking the right one.
Go roger that. So AMC, right? Is a tough one. It really is. I gotta say something to you guys out there. If you're an AMC kind of person, what do I say to you if you're an AMC type of person? You know, you're breaking below trend right now. It looks like it wants to reject and begin to take out some downside, but your daily velo is on your side too. It's a really tough one here. Personally, I think it's a dangerous trade. I think it's a breakdown trade in here. I'm kind of bearish on it, but this velocity to the upside says otherwise. So I'm going to give you this. If you're an AMC bull, I would not be trying to get on this trade. See this coming back down here. You're looking for some kind of bottoming first. You want to see a sideways trade on it, and then try to recover. And watch this daily come down here, right? And some kind of consolidation again to the upside. So I'm not bullish for a squeeze on AMC unless you can recover $4.88. There's no need for you to get trapped in this stuff. You guys are like, oh yeah, it's going to come back though, right, Cap? Something like that. Maybe I should just buy it and hold it for the next month or two with options or something. If it goes the wrong way on you and they start to reject to new lows on AMC and you get caught in that mess down there, this happened to people on BBBY. So be careful here with AMC. I like the stock to go up, but I don't like seeing this here. I don't like seeing the hourly trend so vertical to the downside. See that green arrow down here? I like to see the reversal on it. You see how the green line's going down? The green line's not going up. Be really, really careful on AMC here. Okay, guys? Really careful on AMC. See that? See this green line going up? See this green line going down? I want to see that green line going up to even consider, hey, Cap, let's take this big, huge monster trade to the upside on AMC. Be wary of it. Okay, so that's all I've got here. Can you guys share your screens? Let me see if you guys can share your screens. Maybe, or Winky, can you share your screens with us or no?
Yeah, I shared my notepad where I kept track of the tickers people were referencing.
Do you have
I can just read them out to you. There's only 3 right now.
So it's 12:01. We didn't even get through.
Sorry.
No, we didn't even get through the. We didn't get through the portfolio tickers, so maybe we do that one on Monday.
Why don't we just do the ones
we don't do the market overview? We just do the stock show.
Yeah, why don't we do the ones that the people donated for or whatever?
Yeah, let's do theirs right now.
Prioritize those.
Absolutely.
So I picked Twilio, TWLO, because I just wanted to see what you thought.
Okay, so we're going to move over to your... Yes, Twilio's TWLO, right?
TWLO, yes.
All right, so we're going to look at... Oh, man, that looks so fucking beautiful. So, Twilio. Great structure here. Daily velocity, a little long in the tooth. But we do have a turn and a flattening of weekly velo. So I do want to note that if there's a chance on a down market this week, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your eyes on 64.66. And maybe some continued consolidation in here. But ultimately, this move higher to, Jesus, $74 up here. Market conditions can send us lower, and you'll scratch your head and say, hey, Cap, what about this? Right now, we are above 67.53. As long as we stay above that, We should continue to target 69.08. I'd be really fascinated and interesting above 70 bucks for the next leg higher on this ticker to attack two more targets above 72.18, and then of course 77.30. Ultimately, I'm pretty bullish on this ticker to go back and take out a bunch of previous highs. You've got some at 86 here. So depending on your time frame here, if you have like leaps maybe on a down market day, 105.60, believe it or not. We've got a bunch of stuff up there, 167.96. A big target for you is likely what is that? 1, 2,
12840.